What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys a very anticipated video. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. We have finally made it, guys. We finally have some MCU content to talk about today, and many weeks to come, because today we had the release of WandaVision. One of the most anticipated Disney Plus series for the MCU, WandaVision finally released today, the first 2 episodes of the series. And in the cast we have Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany returning to their respected roles as Wanda and Vision. WandaVision blends the style of classic sitcoms with the MCU, and we follow Wanda and Vision, 2 superpowered beings living their ideal suburban lives. The 2 begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems. Finally, we have something MCU to talk about, because it's been a year and a half since the last MCU film came out, Spider-Man Far From Home. This review is going to be a spoiler-filled review since the episodes dropped today, so if you guys have not seen the first 2 episodes of WandaVision yet, spoiler warning right now, go watch the episodes, then come back here and watch this review, because we'll be talking in depth each episode, what happens and what theories we could have. As we know, we last left off with Wanda at the end of Avengers Endgame. She's at Tony Stark's funeral, and she was very sad, mourning the losses of both Natasha Romanoff and Tony Stark. And the last time we saw Vision was at the end of Infinity War when he died. The show has already got me hooked so far. I'm loving the different, unique taste that Marvel is going with this series. It's very weird, quirky, and nostalgic to the 1950s, 60s, 70s era of classic sitcoms, as well as just this great character study romance series. Episode 1 kicks off with the classic Marvel logo, and I was very pumped to hear the Marvel logo once again, because it's, again, been a year and a half since an MCU film came out, and the way it transitioned to black and white was really unique. I absolutely loved it. And then we get the opening song that plays, WandaVision. That's a really great opening theme. It's really catchy. I love just, again, the classic nostalgic feeling. You already know what the tone is going to be. It's very funny. It's very quirky. And Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen crush it together. They have excellent chemistry with one another. The comedy, when you see Vision go through the door, he drops Wanda accidentally. He just accidentally walks into things and leaves Wanda unconscious sometimes. And it's just used for comedy and jokes. And that's just the tone they're going for. They also meet the neighbor next door, which is Catherine Hahn. And she is fantastic in both of these episodes as well. Catherine Hahn, again, really nails the tone. She walks in as the next door neighbor, introduces herself, and just becomes buddy-buddy with Wanda. And as the minutes go on, you're kind of seeing a lot of weird vibes from her. I'm very interested to see what Catherine Hahn brings to the series. And I love the roles both of these 2 play. Vision's going to work for a job, and Wanda is the staying-at-home wife. And it's just the comedy these 2 have. A lot of the MCU jokes they throw at you. When Vision's at work, he completes the work really fast, and he doesn't know what the work even is because he's an android. He can't eat anything, obviously, because he's an android. Paul Bettany just nails the comedy there, and Elizabeth Olsen as well. She's unaware what the 23rd is on the calendar, and you obviously know it's the dinner tonight with the boss, and it's not their anniversary. Vision's boss says, be ready for tonight, Vision, if you want a promotion, or else you're fired. And it's just that typical classic sitcom plotline where the boss comes over with the wife for dinner, and Vision wants to make sure everything goes well, and then they come over for the dinner, and Wanda is dressed in a lingerie or pajamas, and she's like, I'm ready to surprise you, hun. Puts her hands over his boss's face, and it's just really funny. I was just bursting out laughing during that entire sequence. And then you get Wanda cooking in the kitchen, where she's doing so many things at once with her powers. Vision's like, stop using your powers so much. And they close the door, and they have these great exchanges. They don't know what to do next. They're messing up. And then some things start to happen during the actual dinner. His boss is choking on food, the wife is making a lot of weird noises, and Wanda's like, Vision, stop him. And you're getting the sense that something is happening, you just don't know what yet. You obviously have this suspicion, like, you obviously know it's not happening, but you're wondering throughout the episode who is pulling the strings. You're watching the episode and you obviously know none of this is real. Wanda is just doing all these things, imagining Vision's still there. But the end of the episode, it turns into this black and white TV. And then you see somebody turn off the TV, and you obviously now know somebody is watching this actual WandaVision sitcom. And someone is actually forcing Wanda to do this. Now, there's many hints throughout both episodes that it's this company called S.W.O.R.D. or S.H.I.E.L.D. You don't know who is watching Wanda, but you know it's bad people. Episode 2 was a lot of fun. It opens with a different intro. It's really funny. And you see Wanda and Vision basically preparing for the town's annual talent show, where you see Wanda going with some housewives, having a meeting, and Vision hanging out with his buddies, and they're about to do a magic show together. Vision practices this magic trick he's going to do with Wanda, and he's not sure if it's going to work or not. And the episode pretty much is just this whole talent show, and again, more strange things happen with Wanda as she's discovering new things, especially things turn into color. Wanda basically walks outside her house. She sees this toy helicopter and it's red, it's color. And she sees the S.W.O.R.D. logo that's on the helicopter. So there's a lot of theories what that can lead up to, who these people are watching Wanda. Catherine Hahn does a lot more dialogue in here, and she shows up random places. You're like, something's up with this woman. I don't know. I'm watching both episodes, I'm like, something's up with this lady, I don't know what. Wanda sees actual colored blood on that lady's hand, and you see Vision acting weird because he swallowed gum he was chewing because he's an android, and he's basically getting jittery. And so this show is very weird, but awesome. It's very different, and I really appreciated that about this show. Monica Rambeau also shows up. Great to see that character, you know, the daughter of Maria Rambeau from Captain Marvel. And her character, just in this episode, doesn't have much screen time, but she adds a really great, fun presence in here. And then Wanda and Vision are performing their magic show in front of an audience. He does the vanishing trick, which you saw earlier, and they basically get the applause from the audience. They say, you guys were the funniest performance we've seen so far. They get the respect of the town, and things go well for them. And then they're just celebrating, and then randomly, out of nowhere, Wanda becomes pregnant. And Vision's like, this is actually happening. She's like, this is happening. And then things start turning to color. Everything turns to color. Wanda, Vision, you see his costume. Everything is turning color. So that obviously means the rest of the series is going to be in color. But it was just very weird to see these movements start to come in early, which we might expect. I imagine these first 3 episodes are going to be still, you know, this whole world. And then the next 3 episodes is going to be figuring out who's doing this. And then the last 3 is where the stuff, the action's really going to go down between WandaVision and these people. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is my spoiler review for the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. I love both of these episodes. I think it's off to a really great start. I can't wait to see what episode 3 is going to bring next week. What do you guys think is going to happen for episode 3 next week? I think we're going to get more of those classic sitcoms, except exploring new years. We're going to see Catherine Hahn again. And I don't know who this mysterious voice is going to be. We also hear this voice that is constantly saying, Wanda, who's doing this to you? Wanda, who's doing this to you? Watching this, it kind of sounded like Chris Evans' voice. I don't know, because we obviously got a lot of rumors that Chris Evans could return as Captain America. And they're dropping it now very randomly. Maybe he could make a cameo in here. Who knows? I can't wait to review all the WandaVision episodes, guys. The show's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to dive into them every week with you guys. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!